Well, good morning. I'm Jagender Rana. And the topic of the day is zero coupon bonds. Zero coupon bonds. Indian insurers have asked the government to issue new sovereign debt instruments, including zero coupon bonds, to broaden investment opportunities available to them, according to people familiar with the matter. So, insurance companies have made a request to the Reserve Bank of India, which has then discussed the matter with the Finance Ministry of the government. Zero coupon bonds could help insurance companies better manage their long-term liabilities as they step up offering of guaranteed saving products. India's bond market, traditionally dominated by banks, is evolving as cash-rich insurers drive demand for a wider variety of securities and derivatives. Insurance firms have sought the issuance of 20 and 30-year zero coupon bonds. The zero coupon bonds protect investors from interest rate and reinvestment risk as they don't provide periodic payouts. So investors buy them at a discount and receive the full face value at maturity. Insurance companies have also asked the government to issue the partly paid bonds. It's a debt instrument where the bond is partly bought by investors at issuance, while the remaining balance is purchased in installments over a pre-defined schedule. So, while the separate trading of registered interest and principal of securities or STRIPS, STRIPS facilities does allow insurers to buy bonds with features similar to zero coupon bonds, it requires intermediaries, which adds to cost. The government has responded favorably to insurers' requests in recent years, such as introducing bonds of 50-year maturity. However, issuing zero coupon bonds could pose accounting challenges. Though these bonds would not add to the government's budget deficit during their tenure, repayment obligations would surge upon maturity, potentially inflating gross borrowing. So, Indian insurers have asked the government to issue new sovereign debt instruments, including zero coupon bonds, Now, navigating long-term financial planning while balancing growth, stability and predictability is not an easy task. Investors are constantly navigating market volatility, changing interest rates, geopolitical tensions, etc., coming in the way of their financial milestones like securing a comfortable retirement or funding children's education. So this is where a zero coupon bonds can step in as a valuable tool. Zero coupon bond offers a straightforward approach to long-term investing by providing a guaranteed payout at maturity with no periodic interest payments to manage along the way. So this simplicity can be a relief if you are seeking predictable, steady growth without the complexities of reinvestment or fluctuating income. So, see what is a zero coupon bond? Means a debt instrument that doesn't pay periodic interest. Zero coupon bonds are sold at a discount to their face value and redeemed at full value upon maturity is that. So the difference between the purchase price and maturity value represents the interest earned, known as imputed interest. Let's see how zero coupon bond works. So here is the detailed look at how they function. Purchase at a discount. Zero coupon bonds are issued or sold at a price significantly lower than their face value. This makes them accessible for long-term investors who want to lock in predictable returns. Then accrue imputed interests. Even without periodic interest payments, the bond's value steadily increases each year. The growth known as imputed interest reflects the difference between the discounted purchase price and the face value. Then get lump sum payment at maturity. At the bond's maturity date, you receive the full face value. This payout includes your initial investment and the accumulated imputed interest, offering a substantial return over the bond's term. Example: imagine buying a 10-year zero coupon bond with a face value of rupees 1 lakh for rupees 60,000. So over the next decade, the bond accrues interest annually, increasing its value. At maturity, you receive the full value of 1 lakh, yielding rupees 40,000 in total earnings. So understanding imputed interest. Imputed interest represents the annual growth in the bond's value, even though it's not paid out in cash. It's a theoretical interest that accrues over time and is essential for understanding how these bonds generate returns. So while beneficial for compounding growth, imputed interest may have tax implications, as it is often taxed annually in India even without a cash receipt. So how to calculate the yield on maturity of zero coupon bonds? To determine annualized return of a zero coupon bond, use the following formula. Yield to maturity means YTM is equal to face value upon purchase price, then 1 upon n minus 1, where the face value is equal to maturity value of the bond. Purchase price is equal to amount paid for the bond. N means years until maturity. Say you buy a bond for rupees 60,000 with a face value of rupees 1 lakh maturing in 10 years. Your yield to maturity is approximately 5.17%. The types of zero coupon bonds is zero coupon bonds comes in several types, each catering to different investors' needs and market context. First, government zero coupon bonds. Issued by the government, these bonds are considered one of the safer investment options. Issuer may be central or state governments. Risk level may be low due to sovereign backing. Example: India, the Reserve Bank of India occasionally issues zero coupon treasury bills under market operations. Global, US Treasury strips are widely treated as zero coupon securities in the international markets. Second, the corporate zero coupon bonds. Corporations issue these bonds to raise capital without the burden of periodic interest payments. They usually offer higher returns than government bonds. So compensating for their relatively higher risk, issuer, private or public corporations. Risk level, moderate to high, depending on the issuer's creditworthiness. Example: India, Tata Capital Financial Services Limited and HDFC Limited have previously issued zero coupon bonds for long-term financing. Global, Apple Inc. issued zero coupon bonds in Japan to benefit from low interest rates. And the third one is stripped bonds. STRIPS strips are created when a bond's principal and interest components are separated and sold as individual securities. So the principal portion functions as a zero coupon bond. Issuer typically created by financial institutions from existing treasury bonds. Then the risk level low as they are often derived from government bonds. Examples: India, though not widely prevalent, strips could theoretically be created from long dated government bonds like the 7.16% government stocks 2052. Global US Treasury strips are among the most recognized instruments in this category. Fourth category is deep discount bonds. These are zero coupon bonds issued at a significant discount to their face value with a long maturity period. Issuer, government corporations. Risk level, moderate depending on the issuer's credit rating. Examples: India, IDBI Bank issued deep discount bonds in the 1990s, such as a bond maturing at ₹1 lakh for an initial investment of ₹2,700. Global, no significant ongoing examples, as deep discount bonds are typically tied to niche funding needs. Fifth one is municipal zero coupon bonds. Issued by local or state governments, these bonds are used to finance infrastructure projects. In countries like the US, they offer tax exempt benefits on imputed interests. So issuers, municipal or local government bodies. Risk level varies with region but is generally low. Examples: India, rarely issued in the Indian context as municipal bonds. For example, Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation bonds tend to offer periodic coupons. Global US municipal zero coupon bonds, such as those issued by New York City or Los Angeles for infrastructure financing. For Indian investors, government bonds, corporate zero coupon bonds, and deep discount bonds are the most accessible and relevant options. So while strips and municipal zero coupon bonds are most prevalent internationally, they serve as useful references for investors considering global markets. Examples of a zero coupon bond: imagine you purchased a zero coupon bond with a face value of ₹1 lakh, a purchase price of ₹50,000, and a maturity period of 10 years. Now the bond is bought at a deep discount and appreciates over time to its face value. So with an approximate yielding to maturity of 7%, your ₹50,000 investment grows steadily to ₹1 lakh by maturity. So in year 1, the value increases to ₹53,500. By year 5, it is ₹70,500. This growth continues compounding yearly until it reaches ₹1 lakh at maturity. Tax implications: even though you don't receive periodic interest, the annual imputed interest is taxable. For example, if the value grows by ₹3,500 in the first year, this amount is taxed as income for the year. So there are advantages of zero coupon bonds, because the zero coupon bonds come with several unique advantages that make them appealing for specific investment needs, like guaranteed maturity returns, perfect long-term goal, no reinvestment risk, high yield potential, and portfolio balance. Now the question is, zero coupon bonds are treated differently than taxes on traditional interest bearing bonds because they do not provide periodic interest payments. Instead, they are sold at a discount and redeemed at face value. So, with the difference being treated as income. So, here is a detailed explanation of how taxation on zero coupon bonds works. Taxation on imputed interest, applicability of income tax slabs, tax deducted at source, taxation upon maturity or sale. So the question is, how to buy zero coupon bonds in India? Purchasing zero coupon bonds in India is a straightforward process that caters to different investors' preferences. Here are the primary avenues through which you can acquire them: stock exchange, primary issuances, financial institutions, mutual funds of ETFs. They are the providers. So key considerations when buying zero coupon bonds: issuer's credit rating, liquidity needs, tax implications, and investment horizons. That means zero coupon bonds stands out in the investment landscape not just for their simplicity but for their potential to deliver significant long-term benefits. They can be particularly valuable for investors by offering a clear path to achieving their goals without the distraction of interim interest payments. That said, their long-term nature may not suit everyone. Those with shorter-term liquidity needs and preferences for regular income might find their investment options more appropriate. It's also crucial to balance these bonds with other assets in your portfolio to mitigate risks such as interest rate fluctuates. Thank you. Thank you very much.